They think they could say anything because I'm a nice person and I'm accessible. Yeah. So they get to they F around and find out the real deal once they do.
But 15 and 22, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at even Beyonce, he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
Now you out here talking about Matthew and how he cheated on you for 31 years and you stayed all 31 years, and that's why Beyonce staying all 31 years with her husband. He can cheat with children. She don't give a...
JayZ had a gag order against him, trying to get a gag order and trying to... If my thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over with. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you did adoption and whatever, to me, I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably old.
Tina Knowles is out here making serious threats. And this time, it's aimed straight at JayZ's alleged son, Rymir. Word on the street is she told him point blank he's gonna regret ever coming for her family. Rymir claims that ever since he started speaking out about JayZ possibly being his father, things got real dark. He says he's been getting creepy phone calls. Random people showing up at his house at 4 a.m, and someone even planted a gun in his car. This ain't no regular drama. This is some real deal setup energy.
They definitely don't want it out there. I would say that. It's crazy to me. I'm not asking for no money or nothing. I'm not asking for no handouts or nothing like that. I work every day. I take care of my family. Only thing I'm asking for is...
And now, Beyonce's mom, Tina, just entered the chat. And not in a good way. Allegedly, she had her team reach out to Rymir with a warning, stop bringing up JayZ or else. But fans are calling her out hard. They're saying Tina's moving like a guard dog for JayZ, the same man who's been dragging her daughter through the mud for years.
He's just a really smart guy, very smart and very charming and a good person.
But you're Beyonce's mom. Did you ever sit him down when you knew they were getting serious and say, listen, JayZ, here's the scoop. You better treat her with love and kindness and respect?
I never had to do that, because he told me that he told me those things, that he loved her and that he would treat her with respect.
One fan even said, Tina's protecting Jay harder than she ever protected Beyonce's peace. And let's be real. Why is she always jumping in to defend Jay instead of holding him accountable? Why is she threatening Rymir instead of checking the man who's been playing her daughter? The internet's torn. Who's the one lying? Tina? JayZ? Or is Rymir just exposing the whole Carter family mess?
Shot at. Damn. Somewhere in September, he was in the parking lot with other people, near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time.
And here's the kicker. A leaked phone call between Tina and someone from her camp did hit the internet for a hot second. In it, she allegedly said Rymir is a problem that needs to go away. And here's where it gets really wild. Tina allegedly told Rymir that if he doesn't shut up, she'll personally make sure he regrets ever speaking on her family's name. But she didn't stop there. She brought up sealed court records and even bragged about knowing people in New Jersey who owe her favors. Like what? That sounds like a direct shot at the messy legal case Rymir's been trapped in for years. And then she allegedly said, he doesn't know who he's messing with. We shut this down once. We'll do it again. Straight up mafia-style threats.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing.
This all exploded right after JayZ filed new legal documents flipping the script and accusing Rymir of harassing him. Yup. According to court files pulled by Us Weekly, Jay's legal team claims that Rymir has been coming at him for years with completely made-up allegations. They say this new lawsuit is just part of a long pattern of what they're calling a decades-long campaign against JayZ.
This is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't, but it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very agreed and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time the prosecutor's office locally did get involved. But everything is slow moving and things are happening. And It's corruption going on. Law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father, that's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now, he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
The legal filing states that Rymir's accusations have already been thrown out in multiple courts, and JayZ team says that Rymir is ignoring court orders, which led to a contempt charge. But here's the real twist. Fans are flipping the narrative and saying the only one being harassed is Rymir. And now, with Tina Knowles allegedly threatening him behind the scenes, it's looking way deeper than a simple court dispute.
Wait a minute, are you saying Tina JayZ?
I'm saying it's all in the family.
What?
That's why Solange's so terrible. Because Solange ain't going for it. She's the real talent. She's the one with real integrity.
But before we dig back into Tina's shady moves, we need to talk about how Rymir almost lost his life just for daring to speak up against JayZ. This ain't just legal beef anymore. Someone allegedly tried to take Rymir out for good. The threats weren't just talk. They got dangerous real quick. Rymir and his legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, sat down on the Hip Hop News Uncensored podcast and dropped a bomb. After Rymir filed the paternity lawsuit and asked JayZ for a DNA test, he was actually shot. But it gets even darker. Lily said that ever since the lawsuit hit, random strangers started pulling up at her house, clearly trying to scare her into backing off. And she made it clear, this fight isn't just about JayZ. It's about standing up for regular people against rich and powerful folks who think they're untouchable.
Coming back to my apartment to tell me that I had made the right decision, she told me it was just as well. Now, I don't know if I want to read this part because this is what she said to me, and it's really nasty. And this is a direct quote. Ashley is talented, but she is so big. She towers over the other girls, and she is too dark and ugly.
And the pressure didn't stop there. Former Rockefeller artist Oshino just backed Rymir publicly, and what he shared is chilling. He claims someone tried to set Rymir up by planting a gun in his cars, like this is straight up movie level sabotage. According to Oshino, JayZ even offered Rymir hush money at first to keep quiet. But when Rymir refused the payout, that's when, according to them, JayZ started pulling wild, shady moves to silence him completely. And it just keeps getting worse. Oshino also confirmed the whispers that Rymir's late mother, Wanda, was only 15 years old when Jay allegedly got her pregnant. That fact alone has people side-eyeing everything JayZ's trying to spin now, especially since all Rymir ever asked for was a simple DNA test. Now Jay's flipping the whole narrative, trying to paint Rymir as the one doing the harassing. Be serious. Rymir didn't come out with a reality show or try to ride a clout wave. He did everything by the book. Filed legal paperwork, waited patiently, and boom. After the media picked up the case, the man got shot. That doesn't sound like a clout chaser. That sounds like someone who hit a nerve. Let's not play. JayZ has the kind of money and connections that lets you stall court cases for years. You can close doors, delay hearings, and run someone out of money before they ever get a shot at justice. And Rymir's not letting that slide. He straight up accused JayZ of using his power to manipulate the system. In fact, he filed a lawsuit not just against Jay, but against the judges themselves. According to that lawsuit, Jay allegedly lied under oath, claiming he didn't own property in New Jersey, which would mean the court had no jurisdiction. But guess what? Rymir's legal team found documents, property deeds, and tax filings, with JayZ's name right on them. The suit even named 6 judges, claiming they worked with Party Carter to keep tossing out the case, and they kept saying Jay had no ties to Jersey, even with the proof right in their face. The situation just keeps spiraling. The court filing also reveals that after Rymir began publicly exposing the injustice he faced, someone fired shots at his car. And it didn't stop there. Both he and his guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, were followed by unknown people around their own neighborhood. Cars were even pulling up onto their lawn at 4 in the morning like some kind of intimidation stunt. Rymir believes, without a doubt, now that all of this was orchestrated by people tied to JayZ. And now, he's not just going after Jay. He's suing the entire court system and the judges involved. He's accusing them of violating his constitutional rights and working together to shut down his voice. And let's be real, Rymir's already dealing with a lot. So why is Beyoncé's mom now jumping into this and allegedly sending threats? Tina Knowles inserting herself like this doesn't just feel unnecessary, it feels off. Let's not forget, Tina's loyalty to JayZ has always raised eyebrows. She's defended him harder than Beyoncé ever has. After Jay's cheating scandal blew up and humiliated Bey in front of the entire world, Tina still went on Instagram calling it a mistake and praising him like he's some misunderstood saint. People online are saying what we're all thinking. How is Tina always riding for Jay more than her own daughter? And now hearing that she may be out here threatening Rymir, a man who's simply asking for a DNA test, that's not just messy, it's low-key creepy. But Tina's ride-or-die loyalty to JayZ ain't the only thing raising eyebrows. Some insiders are now dropping even wilder bombshells. And leading the charge is none other than Jaguar Wright, who's calling Tina out big time for what she says is a weird, almost obsessive loyalty to JayZ. Jaguar claims that Tina was the one who pushed a young Beyoncé into being with JayZ. Not just approved it, but allegedly sold her out to the industry. She says Tina was so into Jay that the moment he showed interest in Beyoncé, she basically nudged her daughter to go with it, no matter the age difference or power dynamic. But buckle up, it gets even messier. Jaguar went as far as claiming that Tina and JayZ might have had something going on before he ever got with Beyoncé. That accusation alone sent social media into a frenzy. And here's where it gets real suspicious. After Tina finalized her divorce from Richard Lawson last year, fans noticed he signed an NDA, and get this, the NDA reportedly forbids him from ever saying anything negative about JayZ. Like, why would that even be necessary unless JayZ was hiding something major? What exactly did Richard see behind the scenes at those Carter family dinners? Now, what's crazy is that Tina didn't just ignore the age gap between Jay's and Beyoncé. She also overlooked the fact that when JayZ and Beyoncé first got together, Jay was literally on probation for stabbing someone. That's right, JayZ had been accused of stabbing music executive Lance Rivera at a club, later pleading guilty to third-degree assault and landing a 3-year probation sentence. And what did Tina do? She still gave him the stamp of approval like it was nothing. But that's far from the only controversy tied to Miss Tina Knowles. Turns out she's been problematic way before this whole Rymir mess even popped off. According to Beyoncé's former vocal coach, David Lee Brewer, Tina once made some wildly colorist remarks about a young, dark-skinned girl who was in Beyoncé's first girl group, Girls' Time. Brewer said Tina allegedly called Ashley Tamar Davis too big, dark, and ugly. Like what? So when Tina tries to come for Rymir, or anyone really, fans are reminding her that she's got her own dirty laundry. And just when you think the drama can't get any messier, Tina reportedly came for Nicki Minaj too. All Nicki did was show a little support for Rymir and hinted that she had her own weird run-ins with JayZ. It started when 50 Cent posted a headline about Rymir's case with a messy caption. Can somebody help me with this one? What does this man want? He's a 34-year-old man. There is no back child support. Why exactly does he want? But we're all thinking the same thing. That is his nose. LOL. Nicki reposted it with a simple, respectful message. Oh, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. I hope all is well. To God be the glory. In case you've been out the loop, Nicki Minaj has been going off on JayZ lately, blasting him all over social media and even claiming that Roc Nation is about to get hit with a RICO case any day now. And guess who just had to jump in again? Yup, Tina Knowles. Tina decided to post a fan-made video of her and Beyoncé to her Instagram story, and it wasn't the video that caught attention, it was the caption. Tina wrote, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds. Like some people, y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance, as Ms. Tina would say." Oop, that some people line, fans immediately clocked it as shade toward Nicki's recent online rants. But when the internet called her out, Tina backpedaled fast, claiming the post wasn't about Nicki or anyone specific. Still, folks aren't buying it, not one bit. Between Tina shading anyone who dares to speak on JayZ and her allegedly threatening Rymir just for wanting to know who his father is, people are over it, like way over it. Social media has officially turned on Miss Tina, and now the conspiracy theories are getting wild. Some users online are even claiming Tina is into some dark stuff. We're talking accusations of witchcraft, spells, and a history of harassing people behind the scenes. One user on X didn't hold back, writing, "A Creole witch with nothing else on her mind but living through her daughter's fame. She needs to worry about why she's had so many failed marriages." And it didn't stop there. Another commenter went off saying, "The fact that Tina Knowles keeps inserting herself into this is just pathetic. Where was she when her son-in-law was out here disrespecting Beyoncé? Where was she when all those sacrifices were happening? You evil witch. Your whole family is twisted and straight up satanic." And just when you think the accusations can't get any wilder, boom! Another voice steps forward claiming that both Tina and JayZ are deep into the dark arts. The story they're telling, it's way creepier than you'd ever imagine. And if it's true, it might just change the way we see this family forever. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think there's something deeper going on with Tina Knowles and JayZ? Is this just drama? Or is there real darkness behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this with your crew, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild celebrity tea. See y'all in the next one.